had salted the steps did they allow access to the area. Well, by the time 4:45 came, the Hearts management must have been pleased they'd laboured on behalf of Celtic supporters. But as we hear now from Jerry McNee, those same fans had an early shock to the system.
Nicky Walker retains his place in goal for Hearts, but striker Ian Baird is still serving a suspension. His fellow striker Ian Ferguson again deputises, and ex-Ranger Derek Ferguson has also made the lineup after a fitness test this morning. Well, Alan Preston won't forget his first match for Hearts against Celtic after his move from Dundee United in early October. In what was only his second game, he scored at Parkhead to earn a Hearts point, his only goal so far this season. Celtic welcome back Tony Mowbray to their defence following his suspension, and the team again takes on a more familiar shape. Celtic haven't lost an away match in the Premier Division since November the 16th last year. That was a 3-1 defeat here at Tynecastle. Very much in form for the Parkhead side, a striker Andy Payton, who's scored in each of the last two games against Partick Thistle and Dundee, helping Celtic to maximum points. He scored 7 goals in 14 starts this season. The referee is Donald McVicker from Carluke. And so it's Hearts who get this 55th Premier League meeting between the clubs underway. Celtic have won 32, Hearts just 9, and 13 have been drawn. So a light covering of snow on the pitch. And right away, the free kick awarded against Rudy Vata. It's quickly taken by Hearts. And it's John Collins helping out in defence. Well, there's a bit of a scare. In fact, there's a mistake and a chance on here for Hearts. Ian Ferguson, with just 40 seconds on the clock, put a mistake by Mark McNally, who sent the ball right into the path of the Hearts striker. Well, there seemed no danger whatsoever. McNally it was who tried to find his goalkeeper, but straight into the path of Ian Ferguson. And he gets his 3rd goal of the season, his 2nd in the last week. Well, what an incredible start here at Tynecastle. And McNally, well, I wonder if the underfoot conditions affected him. He seemed to have plenty of time to find the goalkeeper. And then Brady there in the stand with assistant manager Tommy Craig. Well, the ball comes off the head of Gary Mackay. That's a slack pass back, and Nicky Walker reacted quickly. Well, slack pass back by Craig Levine, putting his goalkeeper in trouble, but Hearts survive it. Collins. Good close skills by Collins, and he wins the free kick. Tackled there by Peter van der Ven. So perhaps a chance for Celtic to get on level terms. Nicky Walker organises the defensive wall. Slater and Collins overing. It's Slater, the ball's off the post and goes behind for the corner. Well, Nicky Walker got a touch to the ball onto the post. It's an awkward one, dipping just in front of the keeper. He did well. And Ferguson goes for that one with Gillespie. Breaks out now to Mackay. It's Hearts' throw. This is Robertson. Good play by Gary Mackay. What a save by Bonner. The chance on here for Cos McKinlay. And it's taken by Bonner. Well, what a chance for Hearts to increase their lead. A terrific shot it was by Gary Mackay. Some terrific skill by him initially. And McNally did just enough to get the ball back to Bonner. So another anxious moment there for Celtic. Long one played for Ferguson. Bonner well out of his goal. Quickly taken now by Robertson. And Tom Boyd coming right across to deal with that situation. Playing his 31st consecutive game of the season this afternoon, Tom Boyd. And here's John Robertson again. Tosh McKinlay with the cross. And it's John Collins deep in his own half. Van de Ven attacks the ball. This is Tom Boyd for Celtic. It's a good ball through to Stuart Slater. Payton's in the middle, Vata's there too. Peter Grant's arriving. Here's Collins. It's cut out by John Miller. Good defending by McLaren under a lot of pressure. Finally it breaks out to Gary Mackay. Ian Ferguson, laying it off to Robertson. Through for Preston, there's no flag. Another good save by Bonner, the chance on here for Hearts. What a chance for John Miller. Well, Preston broke through on the right. The Celtic defenders were looking for an offside flag. It didn't come. And for the second time in the space of a few minutes, Pat Bonner made a good save. And then John Miller sent that opportunity wide of target. Well, John Miller still looking for his first goal of the season. He can't quite believe he missed what was an open goal. And Preston it was who started it all off on the right-hand side, running onto that ball from John Robertson. Well, Hearts have had their chances in the last few moments. And here comes Ian Ferguson again, getting away from Mowbray. And he's challenged there by Gary Gillespie. Play on, says the referee. Well, the Hearts fans were claiming a penalty, but I don't think they had much of a claim. But it was excellent play by the big striker as he got away from Mowbray. And then Gillespie come in to make the challenge. Collins' header, it's cut out though by Van de Ven. There's Gillespie. Looking for Slater. Slater again. And he wins the free kick. Gary Mackay it was who made the challenge. Well, Celtic almost grabbed the equaliser from a similar free kick earlier on when Slater's shot was touched onto the post by Nicky Walker. This time it's John Collins over the ball. It's headed away by Levine, a touch on by Robertson. This is Boyd. Ian Ferguson back doing some defending. It's returned by Mowbray. Van de Ven goes for it. It breaks to McStay. Oh, that's a good save by Nicky Walker. Well, McStay hit it first time. And the goalkeeper did extremely well in difficult circumstances. It's an excellent effort by the Celtic captain. And fine goalkeeping. It's Vata again. It's cleared by Levine. And Mowbray sends the ball out of play, but Ian Ferguson has hurt himself. Just as he was chasing after that ball, he broke down. And this could be trouble for the Hearts striker. As he chased Mowbray, he just broke down and tumbled to the ground. So he took the knock a short time ago, and perhaps that's caught up with him. But he goes off now for some treatment. Hearts certainly won't want to lose his services this afternoon. This is Peter Grant. It's Gillespie. Well, Ian Ferguson has come back onto the field, but here comes Celtic. Swept away by Tosh McKinlay. So just a couple of minutes of this first half left, plus any injury time to be added on. Well, Mowbray concedes the throw-in against Preston. It's left for Tosh McKinlay. Led to Robertson. Preston. Put out by Grant. This is Mowbray. Payton. Returned by McLaren. Gillespie getting the touch for the upfield there by Collins. This is Mowbray for Celtic. Cut out by Tosh McKinlay. It's still not properly cleared. That was Collins getting his head to the ball. It's cut out now by Van de Ven. That seemed to come off the arm of Mowbray, but the referee is waving play on. This is Ian Ferguson switching it to Preston. Preston against McNally. That's a good ball, almost finding the head of John Robertson. And Ian Ferguson was coming in just behind him. Excellent play by Alan Preston. Cross here, just inches away from the head of John Robertson. So we're now well inside the final minute of this first half. The ball comes off the head of Gary Mackay, who's out for the throw to Celtic. So Liam Brady with plenty to say to his team at half-time, especially his defenders. I did point out just before kick-off that they had the worst defensive record of the top 5 teams in the Premier Division. And there'll certainly have to be a bit of tightening up in the second half. It's well cut out by Greg Levine. Rotundo by Tom Boyd. So we're now into injury time in this first half. The ball appeared to come off the arm of Craig Levine, but again the referee waves play on. Perhaps a case there of the ball playing the man. So a throw in to Celtic. This is Slater to Grant. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, a good aggressive first half by Hearts. And it was Ian Ferguson who put them ahead. After 40 seconds, a mistake by McNally as he tried to head the ball back to Pat Bonner. And there was Ian Ferguson to slam the ball into the back of the net. The half-time score here at Tynecastle, Hearts 1, Celtic 0. So it's Celtic who get the second half underway. And Ian Ferguson has managed to come out for the second half, but he looked to be limping a bit as they come back onto the field, and you really do wonder if he'll be able to last the pace. Well, Hearts are still attempting to make the substitution. Wayne Foster will come on. And off goes Ian Ferguson. So Wayne Foster has had a lot of injury problems this year, but he seems to have at last put them behind him. Still looking for his first goal of the season. This is Rudy Vata. Cut out by Levine. Well, not the most convincing of kickouts from Pat Bonner. Meanwhile, it's Tosh McKinlay racing through on the left. And Rudy Vata is being called over by the referee. for that challenge on Tosh McKinlay. And this will be the first yellow card of the afternoon, going in late. And Celtic face another anxious moment. That's a move, Craig Levein forward, it's played into the near post. Oh, Bonner gets it at the second attempt. So it was an awkward one all the way for Pat Bonner. Good defending by Alan McLaren. This is Preston. And the ball goes off John Miller. Meanwhile, Celtic about to make a substitution. Joe Miller is ready to come on. And it's Rudy Vata who goes off. So the Albanian player had been booked. And Joe Miller will certainly bring a new dimension to Celtic's play. That's McStay. Tries to bring Joe Miller into the game. That's a good challenge there. And John Robertson has it. He's brought toppling to the ground. The referee playing the advantage. It's Tosh McKinlay who began the move. And the ball goes behind for the goal kick. Well, John Robertson still on the ground, and the referee has called over Tony Mowbray. Mowbray took Robertson right out of the play, and now the Celtic defender will be booked. Meanwhile, John Robertson's back on his feet. So the yellow card has been shown to Tony Mowbray. So Celtic making another change. Jerry Craney is going on, and Gary Gillespie has gone off. We don't look too happy about that, but Jerry Craney has 14 goals to his credit this season, and maybe the man who can turn this match Celtic's way. It's Tosh McKinlay getting the ball forward. Little touch on by Foster to Robertson. Robertson doing well here. He needs some support. Come from Derek Ferguson. Well, it was terrific play by John Robertson. He got the better of Mowbray. And there was Derek Ferguson coming through, but the shot going high and wide. Well, it's a long ball from John Collins. It's cut out by McLaren. This is Mackay. Robertson. Mackay again. And that's a free kick conceded by Stuart Slater. Some good play there by Mackay. A few of them losing the balance. Clearance by Nicky Walker, touched on by Foster. Trouble here for Celtic. It breaks away from Bonner, but fortunately for Celtic to John Collins. Well, Mowbray and Bonner getting into a right tangle as Robertson challenged them, but it's now a chance for Celtic to counter-attack. This is Boyd. It stays calling for it. It's cut out though by Levein. This is Robertson. And the tackle goes in from Peter Grant. Liam Brady, I wonder what he's thinking at the moment. Tommy Craig just to his left. Well, again, Celtic lifting the pace. This is Craney. A real scrap going on for possession. And that's a very late tackle by Paul McStay on Foster. And McStay's in trouble with the referee now. Very late challenge indeed by the Celtic captain. The ball had been bouncing about awkwardly. So 4 players booked so far in this game. Bata, Mowbray and McStay of Celtic, and Mackay of Hearts. Joe Miller. John Collins, he's going to try the shot here. It's picked up by Payton. And the ball goes behind. So it was Collins who tried the shot. Payton then had a snatch at goal. And the free kick goes Celtic's way, handball against Preston. So we're inside the final minute of the match. It's McNally with the free kick for Celtic. It's aimed at the head of Craney, gets the touch. It's good defending by Craig Levine. In comes John Collins now for Celtic. Still Collins, battling his way through. It's Craney. Here's McStay. And the ball goes behind for the corner kick to the Celtic. Well, Celtic pushing just about everyone forward. Mowbray's in there. And that was good handling by Nicky Walker. Mowbray disappointed. Joe Miller's high cross come in, and Mowbray got the good downward header, an awkward one it was for the goalkeeper. Well, Tony Mowbray back in the Celtic side this afternoon, and just seconds left to salvage something from this game. Meanwhile, Alan McLaren receiving some treatment, but appears to be all right. So we're now into injury time. Celtic have the throw. It's with Peter Grant. This is Collins. An awkward one in there from Collins. And it was Peter Van de Ven who slid in to concede the corner kick. So another testing moment coming up for Nicky Walker. And for the Hearts defence. The Hearts fans haven't returned the ball. Let's throw it back onto the field now. So last chance here for Celtic to salvage something from the afternoon. John Collins sweeps it right across the face of the penalty area, but the referee's unhappy about something. Hearts are making a change. On comes Boothroyd, the new signing. So the corner retaken. Mowbray's in there again, and the ball